Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, and in this video we're doing another Ecomi video as per usual. Currently the price 0.003188 on a low of 0.003171, high of 3444. A lot less range than the last time I recorded a video, but we're getting back into it. Currently, well, today I think it was, maybe even yesterday, honestly, so much is happening with VeVe. I'm kind of getting my butt kicked into getting back into this just because of all the new things to talk about. Right now, we're looking at the new showroom. We're going to do a little bit of a review of this, the VeVe Collecting 2.0 Twitter account, of course, VeVe Official, tweeted out. We've heard the feedback and excited to share that the VeVe showroom has been totally reimagined. We knew this was going to happen, honestly, quite a while ago, and we saw, of course, a preview on the website, which we talked about maybe even a month ago. But that being said, let's have a look at this, take a closer look at Showroom V2, and of course we can have a look at the Medium blog post right here, having a look at what we see here. Before we do though, let's have a really quick look at VeVe on the website itself. This, of course, is what we were expecting. Of course, we had this preview right here where we can see this virtual showrooms, and of course we had the description, collector display, the collectibles with pride with VeVe, continue this in the digital realm, etc, etc. Move through your virtual showrooms on your phone, FPS game style, or bring your showrooms to life in AR. And of course, these are all the things what we've been expecting, and of course we should be seeing this, and of course we see this right here, and this made us very, very excited because of course this was the first time that we had seen anything that really showed us anything close to what we could expect from a metaverse. Apart from anything else, this was them actually, I mean, we did see trademarks before of VeVeverse, but this was the first time that we publicly, in some sort of, you know, I suppose on the website at least, shown what is meant to happen, what the Ecomi team are truly trying to bring to light. Having said that, let's jump into the Medium blog post. Take a tour, VeVe Showroom version 2. The detail and quality of VeVe collectibles has seen some huge improvements since the beginning of season 1. So it's about time your virtual showrooms got an upgrade too, with an incredible array of new lighting, global illumination, an entirely new entrance, and of course a beautiful patio area to enjoy the never-ending sunset. This revamp of the showroom is a major upgrade in enjoying and showing of your collectibles. Let's have a quick look at this. Oh my gosh, this already looks really beautiful, and of course it shows off what we see probably roughly around there. If we were to be positioned here, we can of course see the balcony essentially with the clouds, a sort of beautiful sunset, it looks like, I'd imagine. I wonder where in the world is this? If Ecomi, you're watching this, which I know that you're very much watching what the community is posting, and I very much appreciate that. I post stuff in Valorant too, and in the game we have different maps that you can play on, and they actually give us coordinates for which where the maps are. So we'll have maps based on specific locations in the world. I would love to know where we're meant to see this, or is this meant to be some alternate universe? This is me going for the lore, honestly, on VeVe. Let me know if there is any. Reese would love to know your opinions on that. Having said that, introducing VeVe Showroom version 2. As the name would imply, this updated showroom has some incredible new features and several new design elements to help you display your favorite pieces in a much more realistic way. In V2, the entire showroom has been redesigned with a much more modern and aesthetically pleasing exterior. We've added new structural elements like the patio area, created a new and functional foyer and entranceway, added a brand new vault door, and of course added some incredible interior lighting. And of course here we have what we can see right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is done in Unity, and honestly I don't see a lot of stuff done in Unity right now within the gaming industry. We see a lot of stuff being done in Unreal Engine. I do wonder why Unity has been chosen, but I also completely understand that Trevor and the team know way more about this than I do, and of course I'm just excited to see what they can do in Unity if they're not using a real engine, right? So this is what we see right here. Of course we have a building up here, we have the clouds, and of course my question with the lore is, what is beneath these clouds? Where is this in the world? It would be really interesting to see if we could have, you know, different places around the world where we can have our showrooms, but that's just something for later on, of course. And then of course we have what we can see here is the interior with a vault inside. Now what I'm really interested to see is how this will be customizable. They have said, of course, the team have said that we should be expecting to see things where we can even buy sort of, you know, tables that maybe are thematic to certain IPs that we have licenses to, i.e. obviously Marvel. And I can finally say that without people telling me I'm clickbait. Well, some people will, but I don't give a poop, to be quite honest with you. And then of course we have Disney. That's going to get some people's attention. But of course we have DCU, we have Viacom, CBS, etc. And it'll be interesting to see what sort of thematic elements we can see from those IPs being used in VeVe showrooms, not just as VeVe collectibles necessarily, but as sort of, you know, shelves to put our NFTs on, etc. Moving forward though, the exterior environment is always sunset for now, which is interesting, right? Will we be able to see our showroom on top of a city maybe, where there's not a sunset, but maybe it's nighttime? Will we have dynamic options like we actually see in Grand Theft Auto 5? If you use certain mods like Scriptbook 5, you can of course change the time, you can change the weather, so all these different things would be interesting to see. And the gallery itself has the same dimensions as the existing showroom, so your current gallery displays will be able to make the transition without much need for adjustment should you choose to keep them. Honestly, not a bad idea at all. I do think that if this change made everyone have to readjust everything, I think that might not have been seen as well. And of course, at least now people can enjoy this without having to do too much. And then eventually when things probably will change, of course, we'll already be open to it. So good on a PR front for sure. Let's go forward though. Skylights in the foyer also help to illuminate the area as if the view outside wasn't enough. And everybody's favorite vault door has been updated to add some incredible detail and animation. We wouldn't be surprised to see a few other special effects added to it before long as well. Winky face. Let's see what this could be. And this is where I'm thinking we have Marvel, we have DC. There is no way in heck that we couldn't see some sort of magical powers, you know, opening this vault, or some sort of magical Marvel or DC animation where we could even see something like, I don't know, Batman or Iron Man sort of, you know, lasering the vault off with their magic abilities. I'm losing people here. Let's continue. Of course, we have the vault here. We have the vault here as well. And we have the lights. It'll be interesting to see how different this may look on a web desktop PC version, because of course everything that we're seeing right here I believe is on mobile. It would only make sense. It's the only thing that we have available right now as of so far. Of course we will be expecting to see a desktop version at some point, and that makes me wonder, will we be able to take advantage of higher you know, higher spec resolution, graphics, etc. I understand that the team need to focus more so on what the majority of users are going to be using, which of course is mobile, especially at the start. And of course the reality is that having two different versions can get kind of difficult, but I would like to see how beautiful this could really get. I think it would be a really awesome opportunity, especially for the gamers out here who have, you know, 3080s or 3060s in their computers or anything else like that. But of course, this is the lights, this is the lights. That's what happens when you open the vault. And then you have all of these lights lining the sides of the walls. Honestly, really, really nice and different, of course, from what we've seen already. Of course, I'm excited to see how we can paint the walls, how we can have posters. I suppose we already have posters, but more of them, I guess, you know, just things to make it look nice, and maybe even some couches, who knows, right? The lighting setup in version 2 is an order of magnitude more detailed than it was in version 1. Light now shines from every fixture in the showroom with a range of light and reflection to create much more accurate and realistic lighting conditions. And now I'm thinking about it, and I'm sure Trevor either appreciates this or very much hates what I'm about to say here, but would also, I say this because of course he has spoken about his thoughts on lighting and trying to get everything perfect, of course, and major respect to him for that. But you know, even as much as having sort of mood lights, right, where you can change the color of the lights, how cool would that be? Having a sort of red thematic, or even, you know, during times like Christmas having red and green potentially, during Halloween having sort of dark blue, dark purple, maybe some orange for some pumpkins, who knows, right? The brand new interior skybox resembles real clouds at sunset, captured at 8K resolution, and all of these features serve to enhance the color, reflections, and shadows on your favorite collectibles. Let's read that again though. resembles real clouds at sunset, but it's captured at 8K resolution. How does that work? And how will that look on PCs when web/desktop platform is, usable with VeVe? We are also very happy to share that Showroom V2 features accurate global illumination that matches the, have I read that correctly? Features accurate, yeah, I have read that correctly, that matches the interior skybox, so your collectibles look even better outside. And of course, let's have a quick look at what we can see here. Welcome to the VeVe Showroom 2.0. This doesn't look very HD for some reason. I'm not sure why, because it's 1080p, but maybe it's YouTube being weird. I'm not quite sure. Regardless, though, here we can see. My question actually right now is, I'm assuming that this is going to be uploaded in 30 FPS, right? Let's have a quick look. Where's the YouTube stats for nerds? Oh, there it is, right there. This I'm sure is in 30 or 24 even. 24, okay. So it'll be interesting to see if we are able to get this up to 30 and up to 60. I'm sure Trevor is thinking, wait a minute, it's just come out. Chill out. We're going to see 60 at some point. That's my guess with what he's thinking. I don't know. Of course, this is the only the beginning and a tiny taste of our evolving vision of the Veveverse. From here, we'll continue to develop showroom accessories so you can customize the space with structural elements like partition walls, shelving, plinths, stands, etc. and choose from a huge library of interior details like furniture and house plans. In future versions, you'll be able to expand on the space with additional rooms, branded themed content, and elements, maybe even entirely new buildings and environments, but you'll have to stay tuned for that one. And of course, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. I wouldn't be shocked, because realistically we're sort of expecting nothing less than what they're saying right here. And one thing this reminds me of is Fortnite Party Royale in a way, where of course I'm hoping that we're going to be able to see that sort of the third place and the metaverse stuff that I've been talking about on the channel, which if you've seen my videos on that, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I really want to see some social features in VeVe. If people can join each other's showrooms and even use voice chat or text chat on their phones, it wouldn't be ideal right now. It wouldn't be ideal, but it would definitely be an addition, and it would show, I think VeVe's, hopefully, and I'm hoping that this is VeVe's goal, is to become a third place for users, because of course that is the new meta for all of this. But with that being said, if this video was interesting or helpful to you, if it like was always meant to appreciate it, subscribe if you're new. With that being said, thanks everything that Ecomi is doing, awesome to see. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.